Ta-da! Well, it's time to see things. Alright, what we got? On my blood, da 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 da. So basically, I'm trying to finalize the Nemesis scripts and stuff. So I'm going to work a little bit on the plugins and then see how we get there. And that's going to be... that'd probably take the entire stream. But I might do some pixel stuff, and if I get stuck somewhere, I might do something else. We'll see how things are happening. What did I put on map load? Oh, wait, it's currently empty. Okay. So, conditional branch. If chase is on, does things. Now, the one thing that we need to do... I'm going to put you here, because that's where you're going to come from at some point. Alright. New page, new page. Because we need one of these pages to be the emerge. Actually... delete a different page. Actually, I think only one of these needs to be a thing. Are we linked? I'm not doing the entire spiel today. I'm just finishing the Nemesis system. So basically, I need to make it so that Subject X can chase you. Oh, did I not put up, I need Viz up. Get Visual Studio Code up. Why'd you open like 3 windows? Event commands. Is there ending where Subject X gets pregnant? No. There's a ending where you can date her, but not, you know. Alright, got that good. Sippy, sippy. Alright. Let me make sure I'm doing it. Okay, so self-switch on load. On map load. Party? Party? I do like parties. Oh, I am having a great day. Relatively. Will she spawn in randomly and chase you, or will she be roaming? A bit of both. She can... I'm going to make it so that she can continue chasing you if you move from map to map. So if you run downstairs, she should be able to follow you. The way I'm going to do it is when you change maps, it will calculate how many tiles it would take her to get from her current position to your position and use that as kind of like the delay with some extra delay stuff. Some dev stuff. Yeah, some dev stuff. Okay, do I have on map load? No, I haven't. Okay, I'm gonna close everything but this. What's here? Oh, that was me making sure the C# compiler worked. It didn't. Close. Well, close saved, I guess, works as well. Okay. I just need to make something so that self-switch gets defaulted on each load. Basically, making a self-switch a temporary. So, game event. So, set up events. New game event. Passes in map ID. Okay. That's all I need to know from that. Self. Wait, what's the game self switches? Game self switches. Oh, it's like its own separate thing? How is this event based? See, that self switch valid. Oh, it has a complex key. Ah, it uses a complex key. Come night? What? What about come night? Huh? Oh, it's what Swine said. Yeah, come night is on Saturday. Come night, come night. For the record of someone who I don't think is in the Discord, that just means community night. Actually, wait a second. What did it even win? I can probably decide that now. Let me grab the Discord. It's probably good just to go ahead and make it. I have not paid attention to the vote. It looks like Roar is winning. Sheesh. But I would prefer, if we're not watching an anime, I would prefer a second movie. Unless we decide to game after, but it is what it is. And it do be. You could probably make the game after so that if you want to leave, you can. Because I don't want you to wait for us to finish gaming. I think I go up for discussion. If we do Roar, what do you want to do? Other movie / game ? Yeah, because whenever we watch movies, we have a double feature, double time slot motherfucking thing. Like 3 to 4 hours is the usual time we do this for. Alright, I have proposed the question, and we will wait. I probably need to decide by tomorrow, so that there's like a 24-hour notice of what we're going to do to have people decide whether or not they come or not. Yeah, you gotta give people plenty of time to come, you know? Alright, this is gonna be region get event. End region. There should be a space there, right? There we go. Fuck yeah. Okay, we got the collapsible correct. Sippy? So command get event. This is everything we need for get event. There's going to be region. Trigger on map load event. And region. Okay, so in order to do that, we need game event. Initialize maybe? Yeah, let's do it on initialize. Oh wait, I didn't actually copy the thing I needed. Alright, key is equal to, it is a complex key, there it is. Is RPG Maker all JS? Yeah. Or this version is. The older versions, like early RPG Maker didn't have any customizable code. This one has back-end C, but also you could modify things using JS. But previous versions, like Ace, had Ruby. So what language you use is based on the version you use. But I'm really glad that they started using JavaScript because it made things a lot easier compared to old inundated stuff. Now, if they release RPG Maker where you can use C#, I'm fucking down for that. Progress, yeah. As soon as they make a C# version of RPG Maker, I am fucking there. Even better, yeah. I'm not sure if anyone had ever said I'm glad. That is how bad Ruby was. Ruby was so weird. I do agree. There's better languages you could use. If it used like Python or like fucking C++, yeah. That's how much I did not like working with Ruby. Is that JavaScript was a definitive upgrade. You're gonna follow me and say Python. Listen, I don't use Python that much, but like it's still better than that. Nerd Wars. Yeah, well,
yes,
it is what it is. Because I'm a full stack C# developer, by the way. So at my job, I mostly work in C#, but I also do like the SQL development and stuff like that. Ugh. Okay, so this is how you get the complex key. I am an old coder. C was my upgrade. Oh. C was an upgrade. Well, I have a bit of experience with that because, like, there are sections of my company that still run on Perl scripts. And every time I see something, I'm like, why is this not working? And then I'll look and find a Perl script that runs in the background. I'm like, ah. So basically, requirements have changed since this Perl script was written. Understandable. I assume your job, you have, like, all these inundated programs. You just started on C? Ah. Okay. Let's go ahead and add the aliasing. I used to work in C#, which is better than Java at least. Yeah. I've worked with Java before, but yeah, C# has been my go-to language for development, and most of the companies I work with are development companies in C#. Is this just a letter value? It probably is. Sorry for drilling, I was just really confused at seeing JS. It's fine. Oh, that's right. I guess the key has multiple, things. Okay. Okay, so this dot on map load. Are you coding or encoding? I guess coding? There's nothing encoded about what I'm writing. Default state switches. What was the for each with key? I know what for each is. What's for each with key? Did you got to, yeah. Do you call it coding? It's scripting. It's what it is what it is, you know. Okay, it goes value key map. Okay. I had to make sure it was... So it's value key. Oh, wait, no, hold on. Value, comma, key. So key is going to be... self switch character. And the value is... just value, yeah. No throwing real shade. I just get a heap of shit for using C++ by all the Python kidding. It really depends on what applications you're doing. I mean, it's... things are different based on what you need. Okay. So const key is equal to map ID, event ID, self switch character, not self switch character. That's it. Alright. Alright, so game self switches dot set value, or is it just set? Is it set or set value? Let me see what the name of that function is. It's either set or set value. Set value. Okay. Set value. So it's value and set value are the function names of that. So it goes key, and we want it to be that. Alright. I think that should be good. So 12 central node, A will be on. So over here with A on. So we want A on, and we're gonna keep B off. Oh no, B needs to be on as well. So A being on means that nothing is happening. Once A is disabled, we'll go to B, which is going to be emerge. Let me double check this animation. There's 6 frames. Good, good, good. Actually, we don't even need to know how many frames it is. It's going to start at the front, and we are going to push it to the back. I have to remember what that fucking function was called. Pattern sprite strip end. Movement route. Probably needs to be like 15. That might be a bit slow, but we'll see. And at the end of that, control self switch be off. So if A is off, then this will happen. And at the end of that, it should be this. Okay, just for testing purposes. Trigger parallel. We're gonna put a wait so that it doesn't happen immediately. We'll put like a 2-second wait. And then control self switch A off. Alright, let's see what... That did nothing. Actually, what is this? Oh yeah, that's that. Wait, what is this? Oh. Okay, yeah, it's important to... What's the name of it? Door basic? Okay. Door basic. Direction fix. Apply. We don't need that. What's this? Oh, I think this was pushed here for testing purposes. This actually doesn't even need to be here. Yeah, that was a testing door. console.log set key value. Just to make sure it's actually happening. And we'll just look at the clock. Because maybe the stuff switches isn't being set as on. There's a lot of other console logs that is drowning it out. Stuff that I don't think I even need. Hello, Rant. Oh yeah, that's why that's happening. That's what's drowning it out. It's not triggering. Console.log this.on map load. See what the value of that is for the event. Actually, wait a second. Not every event has that. That might be a null exception error at some point. Actually, is the script even loaded? The script isn't even being loaded. Now, sometimes it's good to make sure your event is in the system. Make sure the code is actually being executed. Nah, nope. What? Okay. This is line 43. Event is not a thing? Okay, let me check to see what that's happening. Go to see if someone go through the same kind of internal monologue I have with coding. You know, things not crashing because the code wasn't actually running is more common than I would hope to be for a lot of things. Just the pain, you know? Header parsing. And this was on, namespace. And it returns this. Where's event? Wait, did I not actually put event in here? Oh! I did not actually put a thing for event. Equals. Action. Wasn't there, like, something specific I was supposed to do? I think it was in note calls in general, though. Yeah, there was execute events. Oh, execute events is happening on the data map layer. Execute lines of the execute events. Mm, mm, mm. I think that might have fixed it. Let me... Only one way to find out if that fixed it. Just one check. Can't repeat rule. Okay. So it was... That did fix it, quote unquote. But now I have to make sure that it only does this if I've actually said it. So, if this dot on map load. So if on map load doesn't exist, or so if those don't exist, return. Alright. And we don't need this anymore. Perfect. What's the project? Oh, you mean the game itself? It is a puzzle adventure game set in a horror laboratory. Basically, it's a puzzle game about a guy who has a job interview at a laboratory, and horror happens, and it's going to be a bunch of puzzle games with wacky characters and horror scenarios. Like, I can show you some of the art app tests I made just to give you kind of an idea. Like, well, this is Subject X, which is like a main antagonist. Here's some of the characters. This is the OSHA inspector that got... Basically, the OSHA inspector came in and just never could leave. There's a guy talking his cell phone. There's me. This is the merchant guy you meet. This is the my assistant. This is the protagonist. Then there are like things like this is Circle Worm. And I was like, Circle Worm gives off such dad vibes, so I gave him a pentagonal daughter. So these are some of the characters. I need to come up with a character design for a blackjack dealer at some point. But basically, I just needed it to be like normal at the start, and then just kind of devolve into very absurd characters. I mean, this is like the literal embodiment of wearing Birkenstocks. I don't know what you want. If he does not wear Birkenstocks, I do not know who does. Like imagine these glasses. Hold on. File open. You can't tell me that that looks like a dad. And his teenage angsty daughter. Trying to make a worm come across as dad. Looks in the mirror. No! No mirrors allowed. I guess I take off his glasses and then he just looks naked. Like, look at him without the glasses and look at him with the glasses. It just hits different, doesn't it? This is, I'm going to devour your soul. And this is like, sounds like really cute. Yee, I'm hoping so. Can't read property. What? Of undefined. What? I said return if that's undefined. 68. Oh, you know what? Sometimes it helps to click the save button before running your code. Cannot read split of undefined. What? Once I get this error done, I'll show you the beginning of the game. But I have to get this error done so that I can actually run the game before I do that. Cannot read property split of undefined. What? What did I add that caused that? One second. Is that line of code even causing it? It is? What the fuck? Split of undefined where? Where is... Is it this part that's causing it? Let me console that off and see if it works. It is not that that's causing it. Oh! Yeah, that's right. It's because this is a returning empty. Instead, it should be... Okay. Instead of all that, I'm just gonna put an and here. Drag all of this up to here. As soon as I realized it, I was like, oh, I am absolutely dumb. Because the problem was that this wasn't being called on the return. So I returned saying, hey, if this is not happening, I don't want any of this. But it didn't actually return the apply, which is necessary no matter what. So we may have done an oopsies. But it's still not... Oh, wait, this is still commented out. I need to do something about those elevator noises, though. Okay. We'll debug that in a second. Alright, I'm going to give you a quick rundown of the beginning of the game. To show you the start. I have, like, an outline of the flowchart of the entire game's story and puzzles, but... So I'm just, like, going through and making them one at a time in order. Oh, wait, I need to fix those text boxes. That's right. I modified them, and now they look weird. We'll come to that later. Here it is, my hopeful future. Jorgenheim Labs, a company founded by one of the world's brilliant scientists, Dr. Joseph Jorgen. Their work on cloning technology and synthetic life has made headway on many academic research papers. And here I am, a whole hour early for my job interview. I can't just stand around and gawk all day, but also waiting in the lobby is gonna wreck my nerves. So relatable for anyone who showed up way too early for a job interview, basically. Business. Excuse me, do you work here? Business. Hold on, business. I'm on the phone with business. Do you mind? The business won't business itself. Sorry about that. Do you work here? This place? No, I work next door at Business Bazink. I just take calls out here because nobody usually interrupts me. You mean the employees mind their own business? No, I just never seen anyone go in or out. I wonder if they have even business here. Now, excuse me, business waits for no business. This bird seems chill. It didn't fly away when I approached it. Maybe it's used to people. Chirp, chirp. The horrors done inside cannot be undone. Humans must live with what they have wrought. Did you just talk, little bird? Chirp, chirp. Oh, I didn't fix that. She used to be behind the desk, but now she's in front of it. There's some weird things that I have to fix with that. Just imagine, like, her upper body is behind the desk. I assume this is going to apply when yeah. Shit! Alright, there's a bug I need to fix, but we're not going to worry about that for now. There's plenty of things I can interact with. And this is going to be, like, the point-and-click stuff. So, pick an item. What item do you want? I'll let you decide what we're buying. We get one. C3. The bar. Bar, chocolate for barbarians. Well, before we do that, there's also a few Easter egg things. Like if we tried C5. Is that a gun? I can't afford it. Just random gun in the vending machine. Also, you see the blood around the 6? Is that a heart? Is it human? Well, it didn't charge me. It's free. We now have the human heart. Oh, but we actually don't want to use the human heart. And yeah, if you click something on the item, it's like, hey, do you want to use this item somewhere? It's the whole point and click programming. And I've made all of this in JavaScript. There is no point and click script for rpgmaker. I made it custom. So none of these actually accept the heart, so it just gives you the default error message. Alright, and then we go to C, and obviously, oh wait, don't. If you, like, do something that doesn't exist, it does error. So I do have, like, I do have, like, some things for that. But C3. Bye. We now have the bar. I don't have enough for a second snack, though. Wait, crock piss. No, wait, you missed your crock piss. There's some magazines on the table. And obviously we got some funny things. Time magazine with a question mark. A magazine that tells the time. But it's no way. Oh, you drink crock piss to sleep? Time magazine. A magazine that tells the time. At least it's right twice a day. Roman numerals for dummies. And that just gives you Roman numeral information for a puzzle later. The magazine boasts of the beauty of women created here in this facility. So that's just some of the stuff here. Let's talk. Obviously, if you hold over an NPC that you can talk, it becomes this from the arrow. I have a job interview at 11. I'm a little early. My name is Jeremy Chat. I see. Please wait. And now we're waiting. Hello, this is a coordinate at the front desk. Wait, how seriously are we talking? Oh, wait, do not touch anything else, Dr. Jorgen. So, me fucked up. I wondered what that was about. Warning, lockdown initiated. Looks like I need a keycard to get in. There are a few things at the desk. So first, is this Dr. Jorgen's keycard? What is it doing here? Keycard get. Mary did like extra pickles. MDLXI. Also, if you notice, there's the any key, and then the rest of the keys are just E. I hope you like the keyboard. And obviously, it's the look of the default Windows XP thing. You gotta have the any key as well as the E's, you know? Those are important. Alright, so remember. Mary is 1,000. Did is 500. Like 50. Extra, so that makes it 60. Pickles I 1. So 1561. Yep. Oh wait, I need to use the. Oh wait, I don't have it on the tab. To open the info, I use the keycard again. I need to program it so that tab shows and hides this, but good. Now I can use this to figure out the combination. 1, 5. I'll just do the wrong combination real quick. 1, 5, 6, 1. Alright, I need to make a change here. I'll delete those tiles. Imagine coming in here and this is what you see as your first thing. I can't go back. It doesn't look very well. Oh, just wait till you see the next floor. I mean, after a very long time. Yeah, you're fine. It appears to be the stairs. Was it a really good idea going down? Well, I can't afford to miss this interview, and I fear destitution more than death. Relatable! Looks like this key card won't let me go up, so down the basement I go. Oh wait, did I close? 100%. Yeah, this is what he looks like on the other side. I need to fix that. Is my sentence in the basement now 1,000, 100 years? Damn. I need to actually move, because there is actually a scene in here. But since I'm programming it, I'm trying to fix the Nemesis system with Zir. Might be a bit under the weather. Let me show you some of the lower levels. Where janitor game? Oh. I've not heard of a where janitor game. I'm going to show you what the lower levels elevators look like. Really quick. So, you can see this elevator and you click on it and you're like, yo, bro, you mind? Just classic gag. You open up and some guy's taking a shower. He's got his rubber ducky and everything. He's got his shower cap. Sorry to disturb you. Yo, bro, you mind? Yeah, classic gag, right? Alright, and then the one down here does something else. It's on Steam, you play as a janitor and you're a werewolf and you're forced to work unpaid for 1 week, no pay. Interesting. Alright. Remember, do not feed Charles. That is very important for the sign. Yo, bro, my name's Charles. Oh, hi. Nice to meet. Meet? Yeah. If you talk to Charles, you die. You mean well, the Stanley Parable is a different thing entirely, but... And then when you actually go into containment, it's okay, Subject X. Put the man down. Not again. Don't ask what he means by not again by being choked and having his neck snapped. I just decided not to explain. And alive. I should have specified alive. Oh, sir. Your 11 o'clock is here. Oh, perfect. Send him... Wait. This isn't the time for appointments. Sorry, sir. We'll have to reschedule. Actually, wait. I have an idea. If you survive, you might get the job. Whoop. Sorry for the inconvenience. What am I supposed to... Wait. Are you part of the synthetic life program? Did Dr. Jorgen succeed in creating new life forms? What am I? Who am I? Why do I feel pain? Your mommy. I have a feeling I should be running now. I made sure she was slow for the first part just so players can have the reaction time. But now I need to make it so that she actually, like, follows you. So, I need to have a system for her actually moving map to map. Wait, what is actually... weird? Okay, there's some things about the maps that I'm gonna have to check out later, but for now, I'm going to need to actually program Subject X, and this is the animation of her coming through the door. Like, imagine this is the door, and she does this. That's how she goes through doors. Because she's tall. So that's the actual height of the door in game, and that's how she goes through them. When you make your NPC so tall, you have to make a special animation for it, you know? Yeah. I mean, like, she's a 10-foot tall murder waifu. That's what I kind of had to do. And I'm very happy with how this turned out. I didn't think this was going to be as smooth as it was when I animated it. Yeah, I had to, like, create a lot of stuff from her. And this is, like, her main one here. I have a few, like, one-off animations, like her choking the guy. Like, there's her normal walk animations. So, there's probably going to be a few extra pixel things we do tonight, but I made sure to get a lot of the pixel stuff I needed early on, so. I want to try to make it so that all the assets are made by me and not, like, borrowing others. Typically, RPGs out there is a lot of one-off animation cutscenes. Yeah. I mean, well-made ones are, yeah. Like the choking. I mean, the emerging from the door thing will be used anytime she actually exits a door, but it is as it is. Okay, let me make sure. So that was like the rundown of what I have so far. And the rest of the game is just going to be a bunch of puzzles in wacky environments. There's the cafeteria, the casino, production room. There's going to be an AI testing room and a bunch of other places in a production facility. There's going to be like wacky characters you interact with. You collect items. You use those items in other rooms. Typical point and click adventure stuff where you just find your objectives. There's a bunch of optional endings. So there's places where you can get optional endings. I have a few optional endings right now that can be done pretty easy. So return to lobby. Do you have a planned release on Steam? I am not close enough to even make a promised date. The theory behind game development is that you're going to use 20% of your time making the game and 80% of your time fixing your game. So there's going to be a lot of stuff, and I'm still like fixing things that are like up front. I want to make sure I have the game finished so that the only thing I have left is polish and bug fixes before I do that. Is there an autograph ending? What do you mean by autograph ending? And this is the ending if you're eaten by Charles, killed, use Steve's key card. Basically, if you return to the lobby, you just don't get saved and you're just a skeleton in the waiting room. That's that ending. Eaten by Charles, the elevator eats you. Killed by Subject X, that's if the Subject X kills you. This is basically, some of these are actual endings and some of these are just game over screens. And if Steve's keycard is basically the only way to actually fully escape without the game happening is to get a keycard here and then leave rather than leaving without it. Because you need his keycard to get out of the lockdown. But anyway. So if someone like tries to find like all the endings, they might have to like figure out how like an ending list to figure out that you can do that, but yeah, I want to make sure the game is finished, quote unquote, so that the only thing I have left is polish and bug fixes before I have any planned release. Alright, in the elevator, yeah. There's a lot of stuff that I have to finish, like, up front. But once I get a lot of this code and scripts done, it'll just be reusable a lot of places, so... It doesn't look like this got triggered at all. Does it? Wait, this isn't set at all? Let me make sure this gets run. If this doesn't get run, then that's the problem. It did not. I don't see any break or comment. Okay. Alright, so execute events. Oh, wait a second. Event. I think that's what I needed to add to make that work. It still doesn't do anything. Why aren't you doing anything? Console.log event note. Just to make sure I've got what I've got. Trying to figure out why things aren't working is like going to be a pain. I'm just adding, what do you mean bar X is none? Yeah. Okay. Okay, it shows the tag I need right here. This is what I want. And that is running here. Now execute the lines for event. Event. Plug in line. I'm just gonna do this to think. Is there any fourth wall breaks? If I do have a fourth wall break, it will be a very orchestrated thing. I don't like, if I could make a joke not fourth wall, I'll make it not fourth wall. Yeah, I have to have a very good reason, so I'm not gonna say definitely no. Okay. Alright, so execute line. Let me look at the config. Just nothing but, like, making... Just make it Morse code sound fine. Okay. So it goes through and it sees that we have self-switch on load, a letter, and a value. I'm drilling down, and it's getting closer and closer to tell me why things aren't calling. Config.each for info. Regex and callback equal info and match. Such dirty words, regex. Look, Oh, do you not like regular expressions? Because I kind of have to use it for this moment, so it's like, eh. I swear, if it's because I've messed up in the regular expression and it's just not matching. Okay, let's forget config. Console.log. Info. Gex? Say Gex! Actually, wait. Config info line. Okay. We'll see. No. Actually, wait a second. Hold on. That shouldn't be info. That should be regex. Alright. Self-switch on 2. Wait, what is this? Wait, I think the regex just isn't matching. Wait, is that the reason? Okay. Self-switch on load, be on, no match. Oh my god, I think the regex just isn't matching. Self-switch on load. Ah. 1 second. Regex tester. So we put the regex here. We'll make sure they have the insensitive line. Then we'll put what is actually on our event. Trauma. Yeah, this is the, Does not match. Okay, what the fuck? Why does these not match? Your regular expression does not match the subject string. Hold on. Oh my god. Okay, putting that character in there fixes it. Oh, fuck you, regex. All that work. Just for that. Oh. Was that the match any number of... Yeah, it was. It's, one second. I'll show you exactly why I needed that in a sec. Hold on. So, as you can see, and I'll make it a little... When you say this and when you have regex. Well, okay. So, right now, I had a colon followed by a space. But I needed to make both of those optional. But also, you can have both. So, this says for a character that's either a colon or space. I could have actually have just done it like this. To make optional colon required space. But I kind of want both of these to be optional. But I need at least one of them. So that there's a separation. So you could have either a space or a colon and possibly both. That's why I'm doing it like that. Oh, pain. Alright, back to normal size. This is why we have regex testers. Next time something like that breaks, I'm immediately checking regex. Regex fixing should be in the Olympics. Not wrong. In the Pain Olympics, yeah. Okay, now that that is done. I just need to make sure that this value is actually being set. Alright, so we have an object, which is the event. And it has on map load. That is correct. Now let's make sure it's setting the value. Coding Olympics. Key event value. This. I always like saying this in programming. It's like your programming is like, what do you want? This. I am seeing nothing in the console. But it was definitely set. I'm a follower of a cult whose key is that regex doesn't actually exist. It's just a bad dream we have to live through. It... does your cult burn regex users? Oh no, I feel like I need to look at regex means. I know I've seen a few of those. Let me make sure it's actually funny. Yeah, that looks like a typical regex. I love these. Yeah. We only burn regex users who also were... Yeah. Why can't you be normal? Ah! It's just fucking hell. Regex users. Cat stepped on keyboard. Goddamn. Me when I have to optimize code or remove bugs. me when I have to write regex. Regex is fun to make fun of. I've seen enough people be in absolute pain over regex that it's like, whenever you get a regex to work, it feels like fucking bliss. Why did that not do a thing? Okay, what's the, her map, Alright, 13. If event ID is equal to 13, then console this. Just to see what values are here. Alright, what do we have here? Game event. What? Wait. Oh my god. It's a different class. Oh wait, it's a different object class. One is data event and the other is game event. Wait, oh. Hold on. Where's the... well, game event has event tags that's here. So instead of saying this, I have to say event, this dot event, dot event. Because one of it is just the JSON that is the save file data. And the other one is just creating an event that copies it. So the data event is what the database says it is, and then it makes a copy as game event. But then you can still read the data. It's weird. Cannot read property on map load. Oh, shit. It's because that's not set. So, const data is equal to this event ID. And then we'll just say data here, data here, data here, data here. That should do it. Wait, how did an undefined get through? Wait, hold on. Data. Okay, hold on. What the fuck? Let me Google something. Do I have glaucoma? No, I do not. I have really good eyes. I just realized the music is probably like really soft. I can't hear it. But it's fine. Oh, wait, that was for an array, not an okay. JavaScript for each on JSON. Oh, I can do a regular for... Okay. Apparently, I can say... For... var, and the key is going to be... self-switch character. In... data.onMapLoad dot default self switches. And then the key is going to be comprised with the self switch in it. And then we just set the value. Apparently this is how I'm supposed to do it. Default self switches is not a case switch. Self switches is what they call it in rpgmaker. Which is the self switch. It's basically for booleans. So switches is what they call booleans in rpgmaker. Because apparently they just don't want to confuse you people with the word boolean or something, but I don't know. I guess I call it switch because it's on off. Like a light switch. But I wish they would just call it boolean. Like pull the band-aid off, but it is what it is. Value is not defined. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Const value is equal to data dot on map load dot self switch character. Or it needs to be friendly and call it true false. Yeah. Well, I understand why they don't call it true false. It's a bit wordy, but anyone who knows programming will see the word switch and think it's a case switch. Whereas people who don't know much about programming would be like switch. It's like, oh, like a light switch, on off. But yeah. Okay, it ran, but it didn't run. Undefined? How is the value undefined? Console.log self-switch character value. Let me make sure it actually has like A and B as the self-switch value. It does, AB. Why is it undefined? And it has true as both of them. Oh, I need to drill one step deeper, wow. Dum-dum. Oh. She just stuck her in. Do you see? Wait, hold on. Hold on, let me make that a little funnier, hold on. I want to put her here to make it even funnier, hold on. Huh, I wonder where subject X is. There she is. Also, I was frozen in that, so I'm assuming... This needs to be parallel. Oh, it's right. Strip in 15. Actually, no, that should be it. So wait 120 frames, then turn this off, which should enable this. Set move route there, set it off. Alright, have a good sleep. Mwah! And may you sleep with your crocodile croc piss drink that you're probably drinking because you say you drink croc piss to sleep, so enjoy it. I'm just splashing it on my body now. Alright, enjoy that croc piss. Trots off in Birkenstocks. Nice. I don't see any logical reason it got hung. Alright, stick your head out. Oh, there it goes. Hey, it worked. It worked. Look at it. Look at it. Absolute cinema. I feel like watching that one more time. Now that it when everything finally starts to work. Wait, why did she flicker like that? Maybe that was like a one-time thing. Alright. I have no idea why that happened, but... tis as it do be. Alright. Now we're gonna see if we can make it on map load, get a thing. Get event. I'm gonna put it out here just so it always triggers. Actually, we could just put subject X is off just to trigger it, and then we can switch it back later. Plugin command. Event commands. Get event. This is sub X. And we want to store it in variable A. So we want to get subject X and store it there. Then we want to command set self switch command is going to be set self switch Oh wait, this is part of that. Let me just make sure they're all grouped. Type select. Default. A. Right. Option A. Value A. Option B. Value B. Option C. Value C. Option D. Value D. Oh no, that should be arg. Arg. I always misspell Boolean for some fucking reason. Text. On/off. Look, let's make sure that that works. Event commands, set self switch. So we want you set self switch A off. Text. Okay, maybe it is that. There we go. On off. Alright, we fixed it eventually. So, let var id equal to args.variable. Then we have self-switch character. Which is going to be equal to args.self-switch character. Alright, and let map id equals gamemap.map id. Okay, it is a function. Just wanted to check. So, the key is map ID, event ID, okay. Key, and then we'll call this value. That should do it. If she immediately emerges, then we have done it correctly. She did not immediately emerge. You know what time it is, kids? It's time to debug. Woo! Get rid of all of the stuff that's related to that other thing I was debugging, because that stuff is done. Console.log key value, just to see if this even shows up. Because if this doesn't show up at all, then it does this trigger for all. This is auto run. Alright, quick sanity check. We're gonna move this out of here. Script. We're gonna do this to make sure that this is running. Because obviously if that wasn't running, then nothing matters. Okay, I see the uwu. And nothing else happened. I don't think either of these are running. I think that's all I needed, but I don't see... Command. So there just needs to be a command get event. Correct. Command set self switch. Correct. Okay, they're just not running. Apparently. The plugin command is there. plain and simple. It has the filter tag, event variable, priority type, event variable, self-switch. Okay. Why aren't you running? I think it's a good opportunity for me to take a break and then figure out from there. So I'll be right back. Back. It's time to figure out why this isn't working. Steps to the right. When I did this, let me take a look at core and see how I did this. Command. Alright, register command, which takes the current plugin name, the command name, and the callback. Oh, I don't have a header! It's because I didn't set up a header. Without the header, it doesn't get the plugin. Alright, tags dot for each is not a function. Let me see what tags is actually showing up. Oh wait, is it not under that? Oh, I might have put it under, oh yeah, it's not, it should be an event tag, actually. Okay. So tags is an array. And tags not for each. Wait, where's for each at? 146? There is not a 1-4. Oh wait. Tags that for each tag. What do you mean for each isn't a JS array for each? Because it's going to this. This is an array, but then I put for each on that array and it's bumping out. Tags.for each is not a function. Why? At 147, so yeah, it is that line. Okay, so fit by tags. Actually, wait, I think this is in general wrong. I think this should be this.events.map events. Hold on. Let's try this again. So we're returning events. Then return event dot has all tags has tags. So if it has the tags, return it, otherwise don't. Then game event dot prototype dot has tags function tags so it has tag then tags dot for each tag. Actually, I don't think I'm able to do it as a sub-function because of the fact that it needs to return. So, for let I equal 0, I is less than tags dot length, and then the traditional increment. We're going to put a return true at the end because at any point in time here we could have a return false. So we'll say has tags as an array. And then we'll have a game event dot prototype dot has tag singular. I think that'll be better than what we're doing. So if it has tag singular, it'll say return this dot tags okay, so if it doesn't have tags, return false. If the event has an event level tag, return true. Alright, so if it has page and page dot tags and oh, wait a second. I see why I shouldn't do this. Alright, that should be good. Right? That seems good. Okay, so hashtag. If so if it does not have that should be good. Let's try it. Page is not defined. What page? 159. Oh, did I really? Did I really delete that line? I had that line before. Okay. Okay. So 76. It sets the tags as subx. So we're good there. We do not need this anymore. 95. Okay. Get the hit. Fault? Hold on. Let me refresh this. Let me make sure I understand the line number correctly now that I've changed a few things. So line 93. When it gets the event ID is false. Let me make sure that that's... Oh, well, instead of getting a list of events, it just says gets a list of falses. So, events from tags. Filter. That should say filter. And now the list is empty. Console.log this.event ID tag. Oh, of course, I misspelled event ID. Why would I spell something correct? What? Why is the tag a open bracket? Oh. The array is being stored as a string. So on these tags... tags is equals to Zatsu.parse tags. So tags are being stored as a string. We don't need that. Why is that not showing up? Oh wait, I think I needed to put the thing on here. Okay. So, tags is now an array. And it stores them in uppercase. Actually, I think it was that way without. One second. It was. Okay. 152. Okay, so has tags. Console log tag, so 152. This is where I need a part. Wait. I'm gonna close this before I go insane. Pushes the callback. This is only the callback, I guess. I guess there's no way to do this. Okay. Args equals Zatsu.parse args. So let's just do this to get the initial push. And see if that fixes it. So I made sure the tags were all uppercase, so let's make sure they're all uppercase here. So tags dot map make sure they're all uppercase. So now it should compare the need for tag sub x to sub x. It's looking good. 110. Okay. 156. That looks good. 165. Just want to check, see if this is good. If so, did it not return any of it? Alright, 145. Before that, there's a... Okay, so 145... 97. What's 97? Oh, that's getting the event. Console.log tag this.tags page.tags just to see where it actually grabs it. Subject undefined and defined 11 times. So according to this... Okay, oh, wait a second. Event tag. Otherwise, it won't catch it when it's underneath. I think that was the issue. I think the tag was being hidden by it not being on the same page. I need to make it an event tag to be global. Is sub X, right? Sub X, sub X. Yep. Oh, wait a second. Oh my god, I know what the reason is. And I don't like it. Yeah, it's under event. Alright. Where is that? Console.log. Const event is equal to this.event. Alright, let's see if that fixes it. Give me a second. No. I feel like there's something somewhere. What do you need? Are you bored? Are you bored, baby? You're... Stop being silly. I have a silly doggo over here. event ID is equal to 13. Then we show this. Because we only care if it's event 13 just because that is the event we're looking at. Bum, 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 da-da-dum. Alright. 164. There's a space in it. Wait. Oh my god. Alright, that's the thing. Anyway, 157. What the fuck is that? Oh. I was like, what the fuck? Uh, 143. It is only getting that. So, that is good. 157. Gone. 164. You're gone. Uh, 95. Oh, that gets the event as a whole. It's returning the event. Event.event ID. Alright. Alright, now it's storing 13 into the variable. As we would expect. So this event is working fine. Let's see. Now we have a situation where when we set the self switch, I immediately see the issue. Variable is this, and then let event ID is equal to game variables dot get value. I think it's get value, right? Game variables dot it's just value. Their naming conventions are so erratic. Sometimes they'll say value, sometimes they'll say set value, sometimes they say get value, sometimes they say get, sometimes they'll say set. Consistency, please. So that might have been the big issue there. Key is 5 undefined. Undefined being here. Wait, what? Why is that undefined? Self-switch, not self-switch CH. Yeah, I'm not gonna question it. I'm just gonna update it and... Oh. Well, that worked. Okay, so on map load. Sub X emerge. I'm gonna move these. Yeah. And subject X chase is on. Right, so if subject X is on. Alright, there's a couple variables I need to add for the subject X chase. First and foremost, oh, I have a variable for subject X if it's ready. Subject X delta. Alright, if subject X chase is on, then subject X emerge. So first, we store her as an event ID. Which we will later put here. That's not what I thought Loop was gonna say. Actually... My dog is being weird. Alright, so. Wait. Half a second. Control variables. Delta, subtract 1. And then if delta is less than or equal to 0, break the loop. Alright, if this works, then in half a second after I leave this map, she will emerge. But not here. So in this map, she should not emerge. But after this scene... Maybe I should have put a skip here just to get, like, super speeded through. Oh, and she is not currently set as approach. So with that, I can make her probably like one faster than that. Like, I do think that she needs to be slower. But, I think her speed should be, like, maybe twice slower. She should be faster in the next screen, though. My dog wants so much attention. I'm pretty sure he needs to go out. So I might be done in a sec. Yeah, and it's gonna leaving it very... Actually, I think... Okay. I think her frequency should be high, but her speed should be slow. Let me see if that's good. And whether or not I need to, like, limit the frequency. Whatever it looks like it would have the most impact at the time this spins. Okay, maybe increase the frequency. Or increase the speed. Four times slower. Might be fine. Yes, high frequency, low speed. So that she is continuously moving is what I need. Okay, that looks perfect. Now I just need to modify you. And for testing purposes, I'm going to invert the logic. Invert the logic. Set you. Let's see what speed normal looks like. Is that a it keeps up with me type of situation? Okay, no, I think the actual speed that she was going was fine. Problem is... Let's try that. I do not want her to do any hesitation. I need her to just continuously move. Okay. Yeah, that's perfect. I can still juke her and everything. Oh. I guess the nope fuck that is a little better executed if it was that. But we now have it so that she is there. I probably need to see if there's a way to do a better approach script. Because the fact that she just suddenly turned around is eh. So we'll see if there's a way to improve the pathfinding there. But otherwise, we got it. So let's go ahead and see if we can find a silly raid. But only the silliest of raids are allowed. Final Fantasy 14 to drop in on. Oh wait. Alright, I will see you motherfuckers later. Alright, motherfuckers. Peace out, bitch.